Hello everyone, welcome back to EchPlays. I'm Esh, welcome back to the SkyFactory. It's good to be back. It's been a minute. Oh, the flesh sword, as you can see, let's get right into it. I don't want to beat around the bush. I built a little bit of an area here and I've moved a few things in there and I've added a few things to it. Long story, I actually did record an episode before this, but I thought that I lost the audio to it, so I deleted the video to make space. And then I found out later that I actually didn't lose the audio to it. I had just merely accidentally named it as a different episode number. But it was too late by then. I couldn't recover the video. So it's been a big mess trying to get this this next episode out. And in that episode, I actually built this stuff. I built the crusher and the sag mill. And and it was a bit of a process. It was a full episode worth of stuff. But essentially, we have the alloy smelter to make the different ores that we need. I think it was like electrical steel or something. It's over here now. Electrical steel from Ender IO. And as you know, we were trying to... Our big goal was to get a farming block for our farm over there to automatically farm some trees and stuff. And I thought maybe I'd get it done, but to be honest, it's a bit of a much longer process than I thought because we just needed more and more machines for it. So essentially, we need the crusher to crush coal into coal powder, and we need a sag mill to turn condensed sand or compressed sand into silicon, which we now have quite a bit of. And then we mix those in with iron in this bad boy, and it makes that electrical steel, which we now have 4 blocks of, or 4 ingots of, rather, in our thing. So the only thing left, if you look at this, is the Z-Logic controller. And in order for that to work, we need a slice and splice. So if we look that up, let's see. Slice and splice. So for the slice and splice, we need a head of some sort of dead boy, which I think I have a zombie head around here somewhere. Oh, I also added this little bit to our automated sieve and stuff because we were running into the problem every once in a while where this thing would get full of individual or unique items, and then 1 or 2 items that we actually want wouldn't have room, and it would just disappear into the ether as far as I can tell. But with this thing as a buffer, it should have plenty of room to do what we need it to do. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and crush this sand into dust as well. I think we've run out of space, to be honest, for cobblestone, which is fair enough, I guess. Okay, so... what was I saying? I think I have a zombie head around here somewhere, and we may even where would I put it? Maybe I put it down here. There's a good chance I've lost it somehow, but I know I had one and I don't remember where I put that thing. Maybe it's in one of these chests. Here it is. So we have the head, and I think what we'll do before we get started here is we will put some of these blocks and stuff away. Put the factory blocks there. We have some smooth stone. I guess we could have a smooth stone area. I'll take all these. Give me all those. And I'll put the smooth stone in here. I've just been making lapis blocks because we don't have enough room for all the lapis we're getting. Put this up there. Wood. We probably will need wood, but for now we're putting it up. And then I put this here. I have accidentally made several printed silicons, which I don't really need. We want to keep these Restonian crystals, so we'll put those somewhere. In fact, I'll put these here, and I'll put this somewhere else. Sure. Okay. We have some of this. We have this glass. We definitely want to keep glass. I'll put this down here. So yeah, basically, I built a bunch of different blocks to try to find something that would be suitable visually for our sort of factory portion of our base. And essentially, as you might have guessed, factory blocks are the best. Factory blocks being a part of the chisel mod gives you all of these cool looks from one block. These fans here, these are just factory blocks made to look animated. It's awesome. That's all these blocks basically, except for like this metal look, which is a Tyrian called Tyrian, which is also chisel. So yeah, chisel's great, especially if you can get the Spax portion of the Spax texture portion for chisel. It will at least turn factory blocks and Tyrian blocks into Spax style. And if you want to know, if you want to get my modified mod pack, you can either look up Spax and SkyFactory 3 on Google, or you can go to our Discord, which is linked in the banner area of the YouTube channel, and you can run the exclamation textures in there in the chat, and it will bring up a link. That said, I just wanted to give credit to the look of our factory here. I think my current plan is I'm going to go out one more length of this length out this direction, and then we're going to turn 90 degrees and just go straight that way. So we don't, because we can't build underneath the monster farm, because we want to expand the monster farm eventually downward, I guess. I mean, right now we're getting so much from the monster farm that I don't know. Oh my god, look at the bats down there. Good, look at them. There's a little family living down there on that death platform. Okay, so what did we need? We needed to get some stuff called Solarium, I think. Yeah, Solarium. We need a machine chassis. We need a machine chassis. We need some shears and an axe. So that's no problem. So let's go ahead and make the shear and axe first. So for shears, we needed what, like 2 of these, I guess. And then for an axe, we need 3. So an axe is like so. Beautiful. And then shears. So we got those 2 done. I guess we can go ahead and make the machine chassis. So we need a capacitor here. I really hate the amount of gold nuggets they use, because they're never the an amount you would want to get rid of all your damn gold nuggets. You always have like 2 left, which is not enough for another set of something. It's just enough to have 2 damning nuggets in your bag. And as someone who actually has a bag of chicken nuggets on him at all times in a little unprotected fanny pack, it's got no protection in there. It's just exposed to the pollution of our world. As someone who loves it and does it really good, and by does it really good, I mean I wear a fanny pack really well. It looks really good on me. I'm not for gold nuggets crowding my style inside my inventory. So it's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do, really? So we should have everything except for this. God damn it, please. That'll give us the basic capacitor, and then we need some more iron and some iron bars as well. Now this is our last set of iron bars, unfortunately. So eventually we're probably going to need to get more of those. But it does make a bunch, doesn't it? Oops. It does make up quite a few iron bars. Okay, we got that done. We also have one over here we could have probably used, but we don't want to. Okay, now we need to put the shears, the axe, the head. Yes, the head goes there, and then Solarium fills the rest of it. So now we need to figure out how to get Solarium. So Solarium looks to be gold and soul sand inside of a alloy smelter. So that's actually fairly easy. So how many of those do we need? We need 3 and 2, 5. So let's get 5 golds. Now we have the golds that we need. Now we need soul sand. So soul sand can, as far as I remember from other series I've watched, can be accrued by way of atomic reconstructor, but we need a certain kind of lens on here, I think, to turn whatever it is into soul sand. So if I type in soul sand, 2 words, and I look for this guy, it's sand into soul sand. However, it doesn't really say which kind of lens we need. Let's see if we can find it in here. It doesn't seem like it's giving me the info I want or need. Lenses don't use one. Wait, it should be noted that any recipes listed without information about lenses don't use one, it says. That's fair. Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about lenses either. So what do you want from me here, Daddy? I guess we can wing it. Alright? I'm not against swinging it. So, lens. Okay. So, we have all these different lenses, but I don't feel like they're from Botania. Lens of certain death, lens of the killer, lens of disenchanting, lens of the minor, lens, and mana lens. Maybe it's just a lens. Maybe it's just a dang lens. Is it? I think any glass will do. Any glass around a quartz, a black quartz. I think that'll work. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take all of these glass out because these are all chiseled into a different look and I don't want to confuse this thing or myself. So I'm going to turn it all back into standard glass. And I'm going to put the 64 back and keep 18. Okay. Now, we needed crystal, black quartz rather. So how did we get that? We cooked that quartz powder. Oh, we have 2. Okay, that's fine. Let's go make it upstairs. I don't want to move any of the inventory down here around. So, in the middle of glass, we'll make a standard lens. Now, this may just be an item that is used in the other lens recipes. Hold a redstone torch to toggle. Well, so if I go ahead and click on, like, lens of the minor, yeah, it uses a lens in the middle. You know what? I think the smart thing to do would be to Google this, because I don't want to waste material, because we don't have a whole lot of this quartz. So, give me 1 second. So, as it turns out, I don't know why it wouldn't work before when I tried this, but it actually doesn't need a lens. Which is great. I'm just going to do it then, like, we're just going to turn it on and let it do its soul sand thing. Now we can automate this by having some sort of block manipulators so that it picks up the soul sand and places a sand in its place. But for now, I'm just happy that it's working, to be honest. Alright, let's turn this off for now. It's using power, obviously, every time it shoots that laser. Okay. Well, that was fucking cool, right? Like, we just shot a sand with a laser, for God's sakes. So we have some soul sand here. We just need to wait for... I have this machine now crushing up into sand, some gravel. We just need to wait for that. Let's get our Solarium stuff back up. So we needed a sand to gold ratio. We have 6 and we only need 5. So, first of all, okay, good. I'm just making sure it's not turned on because it's hard to tell. So if I put soul sand in and then I put gold in, oh god damn it, dude, it is actually on. What the fuck? Like, why is this machine like this? It used 3! It used 3 for whatever the hell it's making. Oh, boy. Alright. Let's just see what it's going to waste our soul sand on here. Some soul glass. So cool. I really was looking for that. I needed some Natura soul glass for something. That's not at all true. I don't need any of it. I need 0 of it. Okay, let's just go over here. We'll just need to make 2 more of these, I guess. And I don't want to leave this on while I'm not looking at it, because honestly, it is potentially the worst. It is potentially the worst thing. Now, where did the, I had fucking 5 in there, and there's... Oh wait, it's probably just about to finish, I'm assuming. Alright. Put that in there, that'll be even. Okay, yeah, so it's doing it. Now we just have to wait. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game at this point. We're so close. We are so close. So the only thing we really want to do now in terms of just getting everything ready and making it the way we want to make it in here, we really need to start working on the immersive engineering mod pack to get this wiring situation organized, because right now we have to do it like the most straightforward and messy way possible. Everything needs its own live connector attached to the generator and then attached directly to the sag mill. This thing is somehow powered, even though I'm guessing, I don't really know how. I guess it just doesn't use all that much power, to be honest. And it's just using its internal that, while I didn't have it hooked up, I had a thing on top that was running a wire across the door to this, and I just was like, well, we're not shooting lasers, so I removed it, but it seems like it's got power. But in the future, we want to be able to run wires to this thing without having it run across the door, like maybe wire it around the top and stuff. But we need relays and so forth for that, and we're just not to the point where we've been able to dedicate an entire episode to the immersive engineering mod pack, which is coming soon for sure. It's on my list. It's on my to-do list. Over here, as you can see, we've sort of built its own coal generator so that we could move that one inside. Otherwise, we had to break the glass and run wires all the way over here, and that just wasn't really... We have enough coal and enough materials to build its own coal generator, so... And all of this is leading to the inevitable episodes where we build a reactor to power everything. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure how viable it will be for everything to be powered by the immersive engineering wires and stuff, but I would love for it to be our main source of energy transportation. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, how it pans out for us. Now, speaking of panning out, how much... See, the reason I kind of intermittently make some dust and do it is because it makes the most of the redstone, which is what we need a lot of for pretty much everything we ever make. Essentially, it needs at least 2 or 3 things of redstone. Right, so, is this thing done? It seems to be. So let's turn it off. Let's grab our Solarium. Now, I've done no research on this block, really. But all I know is we need it. Now, the problem we're going to run into now, I think I'm going to put this out here temporarily. I'll put it over here. And I will go and grab... Oh, shit. Do we have any in our inventory? Yes. I'll grab one of these bad boys and put it here. Put this here. Grab one of these. One of these. Oh my god, please. Why? These drawers like to grab 2 on the first click for some reason. Alright, now this thing should have a power. We need to put what looks to be just another set of shears / axe in here. What the hell am I doing with this thing? I don't remember. Farming station. A Z logic controller requires a zombie head. Crap, you know what? We need 2 zombie heads. This may be our roadblock for the episode, fellas. Because unless we somehow accidentally got a freaking zombie head over here, I don't think this thing can actually make zombie heads or any sort of heads without a mod that tells it to get... Without like a decapitation mod or something. God, there's so much cake in here. You no longer ignore the cake situation, I don't think. Yeah, so there's no heads in here, obviously. I do want to grab a few things, but a distinct lack of heads, unfortunately. So the question is, how are we going to get ahead? How are we going to get head over here is the question that we are all asking. The easiest way may be to build one of the mods that allow that thing to grab heads. I'm not sure if there is a such thing, to be honest. Because right now we're using spikes in there to kill things. And I think the... crap. So is there a way to make a head? A zombie head? I'm hitting R here and it's not actually giving any options, which tells me no. A zombie generator, eh? So that's unfortunate. I think we can all agree that this is very unfortunate. Because, again, only option, like all these things are changing and stuff, but this is not. The zombie head is a definitive need that we have. So, the fact that we had to make the slice and splice with a zombie head is crazy unfortunate, really. It really is. So, decap, mob. Let's see here. So this guy right here, I think you can make it. I'm pretty sure you can make this thing cut off heads. But mob smasher upgrade. Mob masher. Okay, so far none of these are really doing anything for me. Ah, this is it. Beheading. +1 max. But this thing goes into, I'm assuming, some sort of mob grinding utility. Probably these. Basic spikes will also drop. Advanced modular mob grinder can be enhanced with mob masher upgrades. So we need these. We need some of these. Whew. They're pretty intense. They are pretty intense. I'll be honest. Now, one second. Are we very sure there's no way to get a freaking mob of a zombie head? I mean, it doesn't give me any options. I mean, I figured maybe a loot bag or something even would be fine. But I guess not. Fair enough, I suppose. I mean, this is the kind of thing you run into when you do no research. I blame myself, and so should you. I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna grab that and put all these in there. Voila. Alright. I'm just gonna throw these into the abyss. Okay. Well, that's an unfortunate development. That is an unfortunate development indeed. It's not like we weren't productive. We did build a block. You know, we did build the slicer in general. Let's go ahead and build the additional axe and stuff that we need. So, like, this guy and this guy. We need sticks, for fuck's sake. Okay, oh, we have some sticks here. Oh, Jesus loves me. Let me get this axe built. So I put this here, that fixes that much, and then we need some more Solarium, so let's go make 2 more soul sand. Or if this is all filler, 100%. If you're thinking, is this a filler episode right here? Well, it seems like it's become that, doesn't it? Right, and then we needed gold, so soul sand, 2 golds. So this will make our Solarium. Is it only the 2 Solarium? I think it is. Alright, while that runs, we can now go and do nothing. Let's check our clipboard. An auto dirt system is kind of interesting, isn't it? So we definitely want dirt, and I think I have to build this thing before I can really finish our farm plots over there. Fertilized dirt farms, dark glass juicer. The dark glass is for the mob spawner because I want to be able to look inside of it. Finish farm expansions, of course. Sink for infinite water. I could build a sink. I could build a sink. Oh, the old filler episode. It's really happening, isn't it? I apologize for this. Cooking for blockheads provides water to recipes. I think it's got to be this one. I can't remember, though. I'm going to try this one out. So, iron and then logs in a water bucket. Okay. Let's find our bucket. Got the bucket. Got the water. Let's go check our chicken, see if we have any logs. To think that the whole reason we're doing this farming thing is so we can have trees and logs, essentially. That's the short gist of it. We're almost there, though. We are almost there. I apologize for the meandering sort of progress that we have going on, but what are you gonna do, really? Okay, so logs like this, if I recall correctly, with the water, and then across the top 3 iron ingots. Good old iron. Okay, this is the sink. So if I put this down, it did use the bucket, which is fair enough, I guess, if this is actually an infinite water source, and it is. It does seem to be an infinite water source. That's actually really good. Okay. So if I pick this thing up, I can put it somewhere relevant, such as over here. It does look a little out of place, if I'm being honest, but it's not too bad. It's not cool. I mean, sure. Empty that iron out. We have used a lot of iron. I keep saying iron, and now I can't say iron, because I've said it wrong on purpose for so long that it's now actually how I say it. It's unfortunate. Okay. So I think we're coming to a head here. We're coming to an end of this episode. Next time, we have a lot of, like, things... We have a lot of sausages on the fire, okay? They're all cooking, but they're not quite finished yet, okay? They're all different types of sausages. They're ready to be pulled off momentarily, but not quite. Right now, they're still a little too raw. We're almost finished with some of them. Like, we're like a step away from the farm block for our tree farm, you know? We're a step away from the auto dirt thing. Because we now have infinite water. All we need is to hook that thing up to an automated dirt situation, sort of like our lava crucibles over there, except with buckets of water where we can put... Wait, no, is it? We don't need water for that. I'm so dumb. Goddamn. Either way, it's a pretty easy system to build. We probably could have done it this episode if I knew I was going to get halted in my steps. I honestly thought I only needed 1 zombie head for this whole thing, but it turns out I need 1 for the block and 1 for the logic controller or whatever. So I think maybe next time we are going to start working on the grinder, upgrading our mob spawner with our grinder, which is probably something we need to do anyway. When we expand, we probably won't have every floor of our mob spawner with the grinder thing. We'll have most of them with the spikes that we're using right now. However, we'll have at least 1 floor of it with them. And that way we can have the beheading thing going. So we need at least... I mean, I would like to have the entire thing with the grinders. But I think we need at least 3. We need at least 3 grinders to replace 1 segment of our mob grinder with them. And then we need subsequently 3 of those beheading upgrades. So that's something we'll do next time on the SkyFactory. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I apologize for it's not, we didn't get where we wanted to go, but we did do some stuff, so I hope it was entertaining regardless. If you liked this episode, hit the like button. If you didn't, well, hit the dislike button, I guess. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to EchPlays. New episodes come out almost every day. Sometimes I skip a day if I have to. And again, as always, if you really want to help the channel out, tell all your friends. And I'll see you guys next time on the SkyFactory.